Now, we're going to talk about jobs and
That's funny.
apprenticeship week, of course, happening. 79% of people believe it's who you know and not what you know, which helps in life in terms of career progression and all that. 8 in 10 agree people should be judged on their potential rather than experience or qualifications. Is it time to eliminate the CV from the recruitment process for apprentices to focus on an individual's potential? And what can firms do? Let's speak to Karen Handley, who's head of future careers at Virgin Media O2, who've been carrying out some studies and investigations into all of this. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jim.
For yourself, for you to become the head of future careers at Virgin Media O2, did you get the job because of who you know or what you know?
So basically I got the job based on the experience that I needed for the role at the time.
And do you think the way people apply for work and the way they're judged traditionally on a CV, is that out of date now?
It is out of date. It really is important to think about, who you are rather than who you know. You know, what matters, especially for young people, is their potential, the roles that they can become, thinking about their skills and strengths and really getting to know them. And that's what the research talks about, that they find it tricky on their CV to really sort of express their potential. And they also find it's a little bit unfair asking for experience when in reality, these are entry-level jobs into organisations. And we really want to make sure that, we're committed to ensuring no one is disadvantaged. It's really thinking about people's individual difference and giving everybody that opportunity to sort of thrive in a career, no matter what their background, for example, or their grades or what's written on their CV.
Well, you've talked about those hurdles. How do you overcome them?
We've really developed the way we hire. So we've been doing this for a number of years now. And, we really focus on ensuring that people can bring their best self into the process. So, for example, we don't ask for CVs, we don't ask for experience. We ensure our process is what we call blind recruitment, where we're not asking for the visibility of people's sex, for example, their background, what school or university they went to, because we just want to ensure that everybody has those access to opportunities. And we want to make sure that people who are applying to us don't have those misconceptions that that's what's happening with employers, that there are organisations like ourselves that, are award-winning in this space, where we absolutely want people to thrive and bring them best selves into the process, because ultimately we're trying to, bring in 200 new places this year for us.
What top tips would you give to someone to stand out on a CV, though?
Well, we don't ask for CVs, so we don't need to sort of ask for those tips. We have quite a simple form. So it's the advice that we would give is actually not to ask for CVs, because if somebody hasn't got that experience, then it's hard for someone to sort of stand out when there's very little experience that they've probably had from school.
What have you seen on a form then that you'd say don't write that?
So the way we do it at Virgin Media is we just have a very simple application process. We would only ask for questions that we need people to know. So, for example, we might ask things like, are they comfortable working with data? Or if some of our roles where perhaps they are going to our customers' houses as one of our field engineers, they may need a driving licence. So we only would ask the questions that absolutely are required for that role. And I would encourage all employers to just really think about what is required, because especially things like in the pandemic, from my experience, people have got very little experience. People have struggled in the way that they've been learning at school or at university, for example. And so we're just putting more pressure on those individuals to come up with things. And the research actually showed that people end up lying on their CV because they don't have the attributes that they think employers need.
And tell me, of some of the apprenticeships that you've offered, have some people gone on to some great careers and top jobs?
Our apprentices have gone on to some great jobs. We're really proud of our apprenticeship programme. This year we're creating 200 new places, and it's an absolutely fantastic route into our organisation, because we're giving people the skills and the qualifications to help them personally, but it's also giving us the skills we need for the future to help us get faster broadband and mobile services. And, we really want people to build a career with us, and, they join with us on a permanent contract from the start, and they're actually staying with us because we're actually ensuring that everyone can thrive. So right from the start of them applying all the way through to them completing their apprenticeship programme, we offer them support at every stage of that journey.
Amazing stuff. Karen, I'll stop recording there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.